Hello everyone. This channel provides the latest information on the Three Gorges Dam. If you are interested, please subscribe to our channel. The whole world cares about this dam and balloons. At 8 a.m. local time on April 17, the water level of the Three Gorges Dam was 155.10 meters. Compared to the water level on March 30, the drop is about 2.5 meters. On the storage side of the Three Gorges Dam, the water level is around here. At 8 o'clock, the discharge of the Three Gorges Dam was 5,960 cubic meters per second. Not much has changed since a month ago. The maximum discharge of hydroelectric power at this dam is about 30,000 cubic meters per second. For this reason, it is estimated that the Three Gorges Dam is generating about 20%. About 6 turbines for power generation are in operation. By the way, can you imagine the amount of water close to 6,000 cubic meters per second? This is Takayama Dam in Kyoto, Japan. On April 14, I took a picture of flash discharge for inspection. The discharge volume at this time is 150 cubic meters per second. So the discharge of the Three Gorges Dam will be about 40 times this. As usual, let's take a look at the water level changes at the Three Gorges Dam. Here is a graph showing the data up to last year and the actual data for this year. The water level at the Three Gorges Dam has stopped rising and is now falling. This is because although the amount of water entering the dam has decreased, the amount of water discharged has not changed. As I will touch on later, there is no immediate forecast of heavy rains at the dam and upstream. Because of this, I expect them to lower the water level heading into June.
NISHIYAN channel.
Well, I'll check the satellite image for the first time in a while. This is the latest image from April 15, and it belongs to the Sentinel. First, let's talk about the state of the dam body. Although it is difficult to distinguish, we can confirm the discharge from the power generation facility. On the other hand, discharge from the central gate is not seen. Next, let's talk about the operation of the ship. You can see some ships in the circles. It is also consistent with ice information that indicates the operation status of ships. Looking at these situations comprehensively, it seems that the Three Gorges Dam has not yet collapsed. Here is the extraordinary news. Tesla builds battery factory in China aiming for annual production of 10,000 units. Japan's Jiji Press reports. According to an article, China's state-run Xinhua news agency reported on the 9th that Tesla, a major EV company, will build a factory for large storage batteries and megapacks in Pudong New District, Shanghai. The plant is the second megapack production site after Lathrop, California. As demand for energy storage products rises, Tesla plans to expand production in China. So far, I have told you about Tesla in the United States and the construction of a storage battery factory in China. This is a graph of the annual water level of the Three Gorges Dam. Until June, it was in the phase of lowering the water level. From July to August, the amount of rain gradually increases. As the amount of water flowing into the dam increases, they respond by increasing the discharge rate. Even so, the water level gradually rises due to the large inflow. At the end of the flood season, they raise the water level to 175 meters due to hydropower and irrigation water for the following year. Although there are some deviations, it looks like this every year. Various problems have been pointed out at the Three Gorges Dam, as covered in this channel. They don't mention any of the potential concerns I have, such as the climate impact, the large amount of trash, the negative impact on the ecosystem, and the persistent sand problem. They claim that the dam is operating safely, but I doubt it. The annual monthly precipitation around the Three Gorges Dam is as follows. Last year was a historic lack of rain in China. If it is an average year, the amount of rain should increase from now on, but what about this year? As far as this channel has investigated, the area covered by the Three Gorges Dam is the red line. Now let's check windy. It will be a forecast for the next week. As you can see, since the beginning of April, rain clouds have become more frequent. Rain is expected in southern China, and flooding may occur in some areas. However, we don't see much rain in the upstream of the Yangtze River or at the water source. Is this a continuation of the effects of the drought from last year? The top of the Three Gorges Dam is full of cracks. The Three Gorges Dam has a discharge facility in the center. There are many holes above this facility, but did you know that there are some sort of cracks in them? There are few images seen from the sky, but if you take a closer look at Google Maps etc., you can see that the cracks may have been repaired. A fairly heavy crane is moving from side to side where there are so many holes. It is expected that a considerable amount of tension will be applied, and even though it is concrete, it may still crack. The movement of a large crane over the dam body seems to be a structural problem, but is that okay? The second largest dam in China is the Baihetan Dam, which is built upstream of the Three Gorges Dam. When I searched Google Maps for where the dam was, I found it, so I will introduce it. The Baihetan Dam was built in the middle of the river called Jinsha, which is located upstream of the Yangtze River. In Google Maps, this is it. Turn the photo over for clarity. The top of the screen is the upstream side, and the bottom of the screen is the downstream side. The timestamp on Google Maps seems to be old, and on June 28, last year, the dam was filled with water and released. You can see the arched dam body in the middle. On the downstream side, just below, there is a place to catch the discharged water. Beyond that, there is a sub-dam. On the left and right sides of the upstream side, there are water intake facilities that take in water for hydroelectric power generation. The dam has a turbine for power generation in the mountains, through which water is drained from a dedicated discharge gate on the downstream side. I tried to summarize the petite information of the Three Gorges Dam. This video is a popular video that has been played over 100,000 times, so please enjoy it. The URL is listed in the summary section. It is the dry season with little rain. In 2020, heavy rains and floods continued, and there was concern that the dam might collapse. On the contrary, 2022 will be a drought, and even now the water is extremely scarce. China's weather officials have warned that water shortages are likely again this year. Please continue to subscribe to our channel for the latest information.